A cabinet directive was recently announced by the Information Minister that regional councillors and all authorized officers appointed in terms of the National Disaster Risk Management Act should consult the national leadership before taking any decisions linked to the national COVID-19 response plan. During an interview with Today on One, Ipinge unapologetically defended his recent decision to order the closure of Standard Bank Walvis Bay's main branch and FP du Toit Transport Group, saying that he acted within the scope of his powers.
We are guided by an act, and the terms of references of my appointment as an authorized officer remains the guiding principle, and it's very clear under what authority I acted. So whoever feel I didn't act in my power, let them define that specific act and tell me where I did wrong, and then only we can have the conversation. So if there is really something I did wrong, let them then take action. There's a code of conduct that is in place. Why don't they charge me via the code of conduct? So if it's really that serious, then definitely action should be taken, and I'm ready to defend myself in that regard.
Ipinge, who is openly affiliated to the affirmative repositioning movement, which endorsed him as their independent candidate in the recent regional council by-elections, further said that, as an AR member, they promised to make politics fashionable again, adding that gone are the days when one politician makes a unilateral decision without consulting the people affected.
A few years back, we said that we were going to make politics fashionable, and this is a living testimony of it. And this all started actually with the AR movement, with us actually coming up with platforms such as the critical consciousness dialogues. Through these dialogues, we've been actually discussing important national matters, and we've been planning. We had general assemblies which we've been planning actually how we want to shape our future as the youth, and also what legacy we want to leave behind for the generations after us. And that is what I'll be focused on, whether someone likes it or not. And it's good that at least I know a cabinet meeting can be called to discuss knowledge. It's applaudable, meaning I am doing something right. And if you look at the interventions, if you look at the recommendations that comes out of it, it's actually speaking in line with our action plan. It's speaking actually with our strategic approach, and that is commendable, and that is what a government is supposed to be. And let's not forget that our government, we have the NDP 5s, we have the Harambee Prosperity Plans, we have the Vision 2030s. Let's ask ourselves, why don't we live up to the expectations of these frameworks that we always develop? It's the implementation thereof. And that is where it always goes wrong. Gone are the days whereby politicians make decisions on behalf of the people. It can never be correct. One politician cannot make a decision for 50,000 people. Let the 15,000 people make the decision that the one person will implement, and that remains our position.
Ipinge also vowed that he will continue being an activist, as this is what led him to become the Walvis Bay Urban Constituency Councillor, and that he will always take the activism route to approach matters concerning the development of his community.